Hey guys, what's up? How ya doing? I'm here to talk to you guys about the new episode of One Piece, which is on episode 1154. This episode right here was actually nicely done, and I'm looking forward to the next one. So, if anything else, let's just get this started right away. We get to see how the Straw Hats and the giant pirates who are helping the Straw Hats, they make their escape, and we get to see Morgan's news is trying to make some crazy thing happening around the world, but Vivi tries to tell him not to overdo it with his lies here and there. And we get to see Barcelino or Kizaru making a report to Sakazuki, and that he'll have the Marines tell him what's up. Sakazuki, him being very annoyed and upset and what's going on here and there, is like, yo, what the hell is going on, dude? And Barcelina's like, yeah, everyone's knocked out. I will have them report to you about the situation. And Sakazuki says, hey, man, you better not be slacking off, you hear me? And Barcelina's like, dude, can I ask you something? Have you ever had to kill a close friend, Sakazuki? Huh? And he remembers his time with Vegapunk, that despite, even though he does his job and has to kill him, he still cares and considers Vegapunk like a good, true best friend. I mean, depending on your relationship with someone, no matter what they've done, and if even they are a criminal, if you have some kind of serious bond, whether through talks or through hanging out or making something, it's gonna affect you very much, very much, if you have no choice but to put him down, arrest him, or kill him, in other words, which really, really sucks. And Barcelino, upset about having to kill Vegapunk, tells Sakazuki off. If you think I'm messing around or not giving my best, why don't you drag your butt over here and see it for yourself? And Sakazuki, realizing that he might have overdid it or possibly stepped in an area that he shouldn't have, says, I'm very sorry. But Kizaru's like, shut up, brat. It's too late. You hear me? And, even though Kizaru seems very neutral and uncaring, in a way how it was always portrayed throughout the series of One Piece, which I have to be really honest about, he's very neutral and he does his job and he doesn't really care much, depending on how you look at him or from your point of view. But this shows that he actually has emotions. He's devastated having to kill Vegapunk, his friend, his true friend. So that shows a lot that he's not very robotic, heartless, and uncaring. As for Sanji, he looks at Vegapunk's deceased body and says, yo, I'm just trying to understand, what were you really aiming for? We get to see a backstory or a flashback with Pythagoras and Shaka and Vegapunk working together to figure out what's going on, and that York has betrayed them. I'm just going to put it simple as that. I'm not going to give any more details because it's going to get complicated. Unless you read the manga or watched the episode already, you get the idea. If you haven't, well, I'm putting it in simple words that we get to see a flashback with Vegapunk, Shaka, and Pythagoras, who are alive in this flashback, figures out that York betrayed them, and that they end up making contingencies of what to do and giving information to the entire world about the truth. And eventually, they decide to wipe out their memories to make sure if something else should happen. Other than that, that's when Egghead Island started, and I guess seeing Luffy and others, and Sanji, everyone else is celebrating that they got away in their victory. As for Luffy, he is really exhausted and tired because, Gear 5 takes a lot out of his body or energy. We all know that. Preview of next episode, The Promised Horizon, off to the long-awaited Elbaf. So, this is gonna be one heck of a episode, that is for sure. However, I'm pretty sure once this episode shows up, it's gonna give a lot of freaking crazy shocking moments. That much I can say. And we'll get to a certain information about what's going to be happening after next episode, because it's very important. If research and information is correct, we will be having some kind of hiatus to come. So until then, I'll see you guys later. I'm Alpha Zero. Have a good day. I'll see you guys next time, alright? Peace out. Bye-bye. Toot-toot-toot.